It's Pastor Jeff.
What up?
You got your Christmas tree up and
Man, the Christmas tree been up for the first time.
Yes. Decorations and everything.
Decorations is up.
Got any stockings up?
Got the stockings up. Yes, sir.
How's it feel to be a pagan?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's,
To be a devil worshiping.
I'm so sick of it.
How does it feel to worship the devil?
This is the first year I have not responded to anybody that I want to so bad. I'm just like,
Do you gather your family at night and bow down to the Christmas tree and make blood sacrifices to it? Because to hear people talk, that's basically what we're doing.
On my way to work today, God has already given us these holidays to celebrate, and we just gonna make some up to celebrate anyway. And I'm like, you know what? I can't with these people.
I laugh now.
And it's anything to get a like, a share, and they want you to argue with them so that they can get more people to like this stupid foolishness that they talking about.
If you're broke and can't buy gifts, just say so. Indeed. I mean, just say so. I mean, you know, but it's one friend said it like this. It's like a contrarian spirit. Like if there is something that people like and enjoy, then we just have to make something evil out of it so that we can kind of come off as morally or culturally superior to other people.
What they want to sound like, that they're morally superior, right, and that they can, you know, just that we're just these pagans and we're these under shepherds, and you know.
How about the misquoting of scriptures like Jeremiah 10 and the cutting down the tree and carving it? And first of all, which is 2,000 years before Christmas trees existed.
Right.
Number two, they're talking about carving actual idols, like literally wood carving faces, you know, that kind of stuff. But it doesn't matter to people. It doesn't matter. It fits their narrative, you know?
And I mean, if you want to get on, you know, I think we've both done it in times past where we've argued with people, but it's just, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't do it. I think I blocked. You know why I don't see it? Because I blocked everybody that talks about it.
Well, I blocked him this morning.
You blocked him?
So next year I don't have to deal with it. It's only a few people that I won't block because I like them enough that
You just ignore it.
Yeah, just ignore it. Yeah.
Why are we blocking people?
Because they say ridiculous things about Christmas being
Christmas,
pagan.
Halloween, Easter's the next one.
Easter's the next one coming.
With the Easter.
Mother's Day is pagan.
Yeah, everything is pagan.
President's Day.
Only pagan holiday is Columbus.
And they ain't said a word about Kwanzaa. They ain't said a word about Kwanzaa.
They don't say nothing about Kwanzaa.
That's because they scared of black folk.
By the way, we are having Kwanzaa.
You are having a Kwanzaa?
at second. Lynette
second in Steubenville.
Lynette is rolling down.
Really?
Yeah, with Harambe.
You got Lynette to come down with Harambe.
Very
on Friday.
nice.
See what y'all missed out on, Warren?
Very nice. That's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
I love it. My Aunt Jenny is doing a Kwanzaa celebration, and let me shout out my Aunt Jenny Price, who is the resident black historian of Warren, one of them. She wrote another book, and it's about Kwanzaa, the history of Kwanzaa.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. I mean,
What's
I
her
love
name?
Jenny Price.
Okay.
Yeah, Jenny Price. She's the one that does the Black History displays. Used to do the TCAP every year when they would have the Black History program at TCAP in the gym.
Okay.
So she's doing it at Grace AME Church. I'll put up the flyer. Real proud of the family, always representing for the culture.
Indeed.
But it's cool, man. Welcome to Religiously Incorrect.
Yes.
And welcome. Come on, introduce us to your mama.
To our guest.
Our guest. Pull that mic up.
Right.
There you go.
Our guest. First of all, she is my mother-in-law. Second,
mother-in-law, monster-in-law, or mother-in-law?
She is the mother-in-law.
That ain't what you say when she came in here.
No, never that. And she is
My
also the proud owner of 5 Grands downtown Warren, Ohio.
Ain't it like $8,000 now?
9.
9 grand? See? That's why the price is going up. That ain't inflation. That's the 9 grand.
9.
So he's the owner of
5 Grands Boutique.
5 Grands Boutique.
We're located downtown Warren.
Downtown Warren. She's
Right
already advertising the whole commercial.
Diagonal to the post office.
Do y'all have like a jingle yet?
We don't have a jingle. Could you help us with that?
That might need to be your next step because, every business, especially if you're from our area up here in the Mahoning Valley, there are just some jingles you remember, like Flowers from Goldie's. Nana-Cola.
I definitely remember Flowers from Goldie.
B&R Wholesale Tire.
B&R Wholesale Tire.
We're known by the money you keep. Beep, beep. Yes, listen.
This got done to beep, beep.
Listen. I mean, that's my childhood right there. So we got to get you a jingle, Miss Rosalyn.
Yes, I'm sure that you guys could do that for me.
We probably
do
can.
it. Mike already making one up right now.
Listen, hey, welcome.
Thank you, Mike.
Rosalyn Hill from
Auntie.
5 Grands. And Pastor Jeff in the building, Big Mike, Coach Mike, everybody hanging out. Mariah, Scott, Jason came to town. Didn't even get a chance to see him, but good to see you, Jason. What's up, K1?
Hey, K1, I'm going to come see you
Scott
soon.
said the Spirit Airlines of podcast.
I saw that earlier. I was waiting.
We are packed in tight and never on time.
Notoriously late.
And we might fight you. All right, man. Okay,
K1 said he got one for sale.
K1 got one for you.
No, he didn't say for sale. Thank you, brother.
All they gonna do is take
one for her. Okay.
All they gonna do is take one of the funeral programs and put your face on it.
Oh, Lord, don't do that, K1. I ain't ready.
K1 got a jingle with 1 million guys with no shirt.
When K1 put an ad out for Miss Rosalyn, they ain't gonna know if she's selling something or if they need to send a condolence letter from their church. Be it resolved. A record of this condolence will be kept on file in our church archives. Hey, Cindy Moe, good to see
in
you.
The house. What's happening?
Oh,
Cindy
man.
Moe?
Cindy Moe's in the place. It's
Today we are brought to you by
the African American community.
I almost said something. She know what's up. We got bills to pay.
The African American Community Fund. The African American Community Fund, established in 2020 of the Foundation of Appalachian, Ohio, supports Black-led and Black-serving organizations throughout the 32 counties of Appalachian, Ohio to elevate the quality of life and address disparities in African American communities. Please check them out at www.appalachianohio.org or give them a call at 740-753-1111. There it is.
Yeah, y'all, this is the coughing episode.
Yes.
So
yeah. Everybody hacking.
everybody in here got COVID. We're in COVID quarantine right now. Actually, it's not even a show.
You guys should have warned me.
Got nothing else to do. You all right? Jesus got your back.
Should have warned me.
Or at least we'll find out if he does. Well, man, first things first. Denzel is now minister.
All right.
Denzel.
All right.
Well,
Denzel Washington.
Y'all ain't got nothing on him.
Listen, we didn't land on Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ landed on us. Denzel Washington, who has recently, we've seen some videos of him at his church or at churches expressing his faith. He's not ever been shy.
Never shy.
About expressing his faith as a Christian and a believer. He is a proud member of the Grand Old Church of God in Christ, where I believe his father or grandfather was a pastor, an elder.
Okay.
For years. And so we're really proud, honestly. He spawned quite a few jokes. I mean, you know, because it's Denzel. I mean, we joke about each other when we step into the ministry. We talk about people from around the way. But it's been good to see. I think we got a picture. They had pictures of him getting ordained or receiving his minister license and getting baptized. Terrence Dooley said the devil. Where's our banner? We got to put that banner.
It's on there. Go ahead.
It's still there?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay. That the devil will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I'm through with him. I love it. But I guess this happened at the Kelly Temple Church of God in Christ in New York, where he accepted his call to ministry. And Jeff, you were saying something before the show that this coincides with his career trajectory. Like you've heard that he's going to be making some.
Always, from his every movie, you could see something, and every time he does an interview, he talks about his faith. He does all these different, baccalaureates where he gets to speak and talk about his faith. So I think it's actually great that, this is his last movie. I think he's supposed to do,
it's never their last movie.
What's the movie? Well, it definitely ain't when they go broke.
Right.
That's why Adam Sandler doing Sonic now, or not Adam Sandler.
Jim Carrey. You're correct. They said he came back to this. How does he go broke at his age?
Listen, what the other guy, Al Pacino, went broke and had to start making movies again. Scarface went broke.
He got divorced though, didn't he?
I'm just
saying.
This is what makes me a genius. This is what makes me a money genius. You know how I fix the issue of going broke after I make a lot of money? I never get rich. I just stay broke. So I never have to worry about doing anything different with my life. But from the pulpit, when folks ain't paying their tithes, I'm putting cases on all y'all. And that's the thing. He has so much material. He can just preach out of his movies
all day long.
He can just preach, and he practiced preaching being Malcolm X. You know.
Oh, yeah, he was bad, Malcolm X too.
Some people think he's sick, though.
Some people think he's sick.
Some people think he's sick because he's lost a lot of weight, but they do that making movies, though.
And he's not young.
He's not. But he's not old, though. He's only 60-something now. Watch out.
But I'm saying you go through changes as you age. You know.
I think when he done the Book of Eli, it changed him. I think he became the Book of Eli.
You think he became the Book of Eli?
He made an announcement of his last films that he was going to do before he retired.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
So is that why he got saved? Because now he don't have to cuss.
He's been saved.
He's been saved, but that was a story, though.
Right.
How can you be saved and still be cussing and stuff? And
Well, I know for a long time he wouldn't even he wouldn't kiss a white woman in a movie.
I wouldn't do that.
You say no matter how much they
I don't
pay.
Kissing no snow bunny.
Listen, is that Duke Dr. Umar coming out over my shoulder? But no, yeah, I mean, there's been, and of course there are people who are more hardcore who have bashed any Hollywood stars who claim to be Christians, especially in some of our more strict denominations or holiness denominations. Angela Bassett is a member of West Angeles. Magic Johnson.
It also lends itself to the fact that a lot of times these stars have this, and they get a trajectory that's a lot faster than yours and I. Because if they become a pastor, all of a sudden they can buy their own church.
That is true. They don't have to wait on nobody.
I mean,
they are the convocation.
Right. I mean, Mace, he was a pastor for about a quick hot 5 minutes.
He had his own $1 million line, and he was the only one in it. It's like, I just give myself this money.
And that's what happens, and so, but I don't see him dropping off like a lot of these guys do. I don't see it.
I don't think so. I feel like he's a little wiser and a little around the way, a little bit more stable in the way he thinks and behaves and acts. So,
I think Genuine was a preacher for a minute.
Was he?
Yeah, Genuine was. What's the other one? Montel Jordan.
He said Jesus rode a pony into the city.
Well, ain't Montel Jordan a preacher?
I don't know about all that.
I thought he was for a minute. I think he tried to be for a minute.
So a lot of these guys just want to come up.
A lot of baseball, football stars and stuff, they become preachers and things like that. What do you think? Do you think celebrities can be genuine about their faith and still be engaged with their celebrity? And I mean the movies, the party scene, because they still go to this stuff.
Well, when I look at Denzel Washington, to me, he stands back from the rest. It seems like he's always been guarded with his faith and how he showed up.
They got some pictures of him at the Diddy party, though.
I was about to say, he better not have. He better not have Diddy party pictures.
No.
He better not.
I mean, all of them.
He would not be anywhere close.
All of them went at 7 and they all left at 9.
That's what they say.
Somebody said, if everybody left at 9 o'clock, who was at these parties after hours? Like who?
Denzel stay low key though. He does. You never saw him
out
paparazzi and all that. Yeah.
Never had anything to say. The public never had anything negative to say about him.
Right. Yeah, it hasn't been much. Let me know when Samuel L. Jackson becomes a preacher. I want to hear that first. I don't know what I want to hear more. The first sermon or the first church meeting?
It's going to be it's going to be Baptist.
Ain't no deacons rising up against him. Listen. Who put these snakes in this pulpit?
I would love it.
Oh,
Samuel L.
Who would you like to see?
You going to hell?
But listen.
Yeah, I shot you.
Yeah. So who would you like to see famous become a minister or preacher? Who you think would do well?
Oh man.
Let's say who we think would do well if they got into the ministry.
I think was an Angela Bassett.
Think Angela Bassett?
I think Angela kill it. I think Angela would get up on stage and because she just got that demeanor about herself. You know what I mean? She almost Michelle Obama-ish.
Tyler Perry would have all the choir directors at his church. The best tambourine player.
He would have the best choir, no doubt.
Best choir. Who you think, Ross? Who you think would make a good? She's regretting being on the show, by the way. I just want y'all to know that.
I'm not a movie watcher. My family teases me.
What celebrity though? What just?
She don't know celebrities.
I don't know. Right.
You don't know any celebrities?
She don't watch TV.
I'm about to start sending your $5,000 brochures to people.
I really am not a TV watcher, movie watcher, none of that.
You guys at home?
How about Kerry Washington?
Nah, she make too many ugly faces.
Yeah.
She make a good terrier on the altar.
I did just watch a movie yesterday with her in it.
The new Tyler Perry
688.
The new Tyler Perry movie.
Was it actually good?
It was very good.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
All right, check it out.
And I'm not a movie watcher, so it held my attention.
Did anybody die?
13,000 movies you have to check out.
Did anybody die?
Yes.
Delivering letters?
It's based on a real movie.
I ain't dying.
Based on history.
You just have to not get that letter.
No, they had a lot of letters.
As soon as the bullets start flying, I'm like, y'all need to send an email. Somebody need to invent email. I know it's 1939, but somebody needs to.
They had 17 million letters that weren't delivered to the soldiers.
Wow.
I just told my son, he said, Dad, what would you do if you was Santa Claus? I said, get everybody's cash app and send them $10.
That'd be it.
Christmas.
That would be it. That's all you get.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to Denzel, and there's nothing wrong with public professional. He's not the only person. Al Green became a preacher for a while.
Mm-hmm. Did he have grip burns?
Not the grip.
I think he did relationship counseling after that. Little Richard became a minister.
What?
Yeah.
He preached for a minute.
Wow.
For a minute. Wow. Then he went back to walk a doo bop.
He was broke. The ties weren't coming in.
The ties wasn't coming in. I'm trying to think of who else got into the ministry.
Hey,
a couple other people have gotten into the ministry.
Rosalyn got into the ministry.
Reverend Roz. She's still licensed. Reverend Roz
got her. We got our first robes made together.
She will sell you a bridal dress and marry you. Do the ceremony right there in the store. Reverend Roz is trying to stay low key. Oh my goodness.
Let's see.
Wait.
James Earl Jones, didn't he pass?
Well, he's still the voice of God, pretty much. So, I mean, yeah, he passed, but he's saying he would have made a good minister.
Oh, absolutely.
He would have made a good minister. Well, he played a minister. He played
Cat Williams for president.
Not Cat Williams for president. Hey, Pastor Tatum, Merry Christmas. Love to you and Pastor
you
Osborne.
Are right. I got the shortest arms ever.
That's comedy. Well, again, congrats to Denzel. It's nice to see, and we hope all goes well with him. So as I always say,
let's go to his initial sermon.
Well, no, as I always say with famous, people who become preachers or do ministry, does that mean I can invite them to my church and pay them in chicken dinners? Because come on, I don't care how many movies you've done, you are still at the bottom of the ladder in the preaching ranks.
That's right.
You got to come up, Denzel. Listen to me. Put the camera on me. I got to talk directly to Denzel. Hey, Denzel, you still got to come up through the ranks. You got to do youth nights. You got to do shut-ins. You got to do them nights where you just be in the pulpit and the old preachers ask 5 young ministers to get up and give a 3-minute sermon and then you still got to sit in the choir stand. You didn't even get to sit in the real chair. You got to get up and move when the bishop come in. You understand? You got to give at the anniversary time.
Who gonna tell Denzel he was exegetically wrong?
Somebody, listen, there's an old preacher out there that'll tell him. They'll tell him.
Who gonna tell Denzel?
You got to start at the bottom. All right? You got to carry somebody's briefcase. You understand? You got to lead devotion when nobody's in the church, because this is Kojic too. So that's when you're doing the prayer when the guitarist is still plugging his stuff in.
All right.
I will invite him. Thank you, Tatum. Platform services. Bishop Clark used to talk about platform services. That means whoever's up there, you saying a word tonight. That's how it works.
Do Denzel got to read for us?
Yes, he has to read in his voices. In his voice.
Am I right about it?
Yeah, man. So it's going to be great. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in. This is our Christmas episode. Christmas is 3 days away.
3 days.
I should probably start shopping. It'd be a good idea if I would start shopping.
You can get gift certificates at $5,000.
Listen, whatever's in this room, I'm going to just wrap it up and give it to my family. So Shamika's getting the microphone.
Oh, my.
Give your friend the TV. We could. Put that right down in the basement.
I'll store that in the conference room anyways. It doesn't matter. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Meme of the Week.
It's Meme of the Week. Meme of the Week.
Welcome to Religiously Incorrect, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Meme of the Week. Meme of the Week.
Thank you. Send us your memes of the week.
These are all jokes. We are just playing.
All right, the caption on this one says, storefront churches are getting out of control. But I would just like to say churches, period, are getting out of control. You know, I'm all for spiritual warfare. You all know this is a bit of a pet peeve of mine. But what happens when spiritual warfare becomes actual warfare? What do you do when people do believe that their weapons of warfare are carnal and they bring their own weapons to church?
Literally.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out.
And I throw it to the pits of hell. In the name of Jesus, there will be no discord. There will be no control. There will be no strife. There will be no jealousy. There will be no competition. In the name of Jesus, God, we thank you that you are restoring us. You're restoring our hearts. You're restoring our birthright. You're restoring relationships. God, I believe you. That you are the families.
Can you get that up? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
She had on a beret.
It's a pink beret. It's a raspberry beret. The kind you find at the second hand store.
Is that the first lady?
Oh, God. You know what? They got all matching clothes. That's the first lady.
He's like, babe, we're going to kill him.
Shamika, don't get any ideas.
We're going to kill him with this one.
Don't get any ideas.
We're going to kill him with this one.
We're going to kill him all right. We're going to slice and dice him.
We're going to jug somebody.
Listen, when are we going to stop this? Where do you even find this stuff at?
Who thinks of it? The Lord David.
Not the Pink Jedi.
That's the Pink Ranger.
Okay, good question. So who thinks, you've already heard what I have to say about the active movement in the church, period. Why do we feel like this is doing something?
Because you don't feel like your word is enough.
The word isn't enough.
You can't feel like your word is enough when you have to add stuff to it, and it's just not. Listen, if you can't preach, just stop.
If that's going on in a service that I'm attending, I'm getting my purse and I'm out.
I mean, but with all that going on, you not even paying attention to what he's saying.
It's hard to be focused.
And he was preaching hard.
And
right.
Okay, if you actually listen, he was saying a little bit of everything and nothing at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear him because I was watching her.
Too busy.
Exactly.
Maybe that was
my
the point.
Exactly.
It's too busy. It's too much going on. I mean, I would have stopped. Just me being the man. If somebody's doing too much behind me, I'd be like, listen,
right.
I need you to stop. You know, or you all full of yourself. No, I just can't take the threat of being stabbed.
I've literally had to do it before. I had one lady just, you know, and all she was doing was saying, you know, preach, pastor, preach.
But it was too much.
And listen, either I'm preaching or you preaching. Let's.
Pastor Terry K. Anderson did that, and somebody tried to blast him on Facebook, and the person trying to blast him got blasted because he stopped and said, "You're starting to get on my nerves." But the lady was over the top, and people who had been in the church were like, "No, you don't understand." He was being as gracious as you possibly can be in that moment when somebody is being that disruptive. But has church like the news become theater? Oh yeah. I agree. That's the Nutcracker armor bearer. Every other anime. Yeah, I mean, I am bothered by our obsession with physically trying to portray spiritual things and then swearing that it has a spiritual implication. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's the flags. And I'm not saying, and we always joke about it, but I'll say the beautiful thing about dancing and flagging and whatever, but to act as if a particular spiritual movement without any biblical basis, a physical movement, I should say, a natural movement, without any biblical basis has any real spiritual impact. Like if I wave this sword, it means this. Mm-hmm. If I do this, I'm stabbed. No, you're not. You're just making a movement. I think the Bible is clear that the word of God is what has the impact. The word of God is the sword, not your sword.
Right. And I've heard, and you tell me, because you're a musician, I've heard so many, every chord means something different when you play the chords, and
we make up stuff to sound more significant. And don't play like the devil. Don't play devil chords, you know, don't play, they call them diminished chords, like those minor, spooky sound, which people love anyway. Or if you play jazz chords or chords that could be associated with, which is funny to me because most people are not savvy enough to even know which chords belong to which genre of music. They don't really know.
That's all. Put me in G minor.
Now, they used to say, like the old heads, when church music was just strict church music. And I'm talking real strict devotion style, hymn style music. And the keyboardists would start doing this Count Basie's, George Duke kind of stuff. They'd be like, nah, I won't do that up in this church. Because you could tell the difference. What happens when you can't tell the difference anymore? Because all the songs sound like R&B, and R&B sounds, it's all, what happens when you can't tell and again, it's all cultural.
Half these preachers be singing R&B songs.
Basically. So some people want it all, but Jesus, I don't want nothing at all. But I'm saying, I'll trade you a sword bearer for a sound tech. Now that is some of our sound techs, not Mike, but they're over the top.
Get it right.
But I've known sound techs that think that they are like mixing in the spirit. I knew of I won't say the name of the church.
Sounds very interesting.
I won't say the name of the church, but it's a local church. And one of my music director friends had a battle with the sound tech because he says the spirit comes on me and tells me what to turn up and what to turn down. And he was just like playing the mixer like you play the organ, like drawbars on an organ. People who know what the drawbars and controls on an organ and a keyboard are, he would just switch up stuff as the spirit moved him.
That had to be very interesting.
The devil is a liar.
Jesus, you're fired.
The devil is.
You are fired.
Could you imagine preaching and not knowing what's going on? It's like, what is happening?
It's mostly during the singing. But he was just too slider happy, fader happy, we call it, too slider happy, and just turning knobs and stuff. But I mean, this is ridiculous.
We've had shows about preachers using gimmicks and how all these different gimmicks come about, and just trying to add a little something. And I'm just like, bro, just preach the word, man.
You know what I'm always interested in when I see stuff like that? How did they get started and how did they end it? Like, at what point did you reach for this and just start going? And then when it's over, do you do like a sword, like put it back in your?
Well, first of all, if you've ever held a real sword, they're not light.
Right.
So she would, if it was real, you know what I mean? She ain't doing all this.
Nah, she got that joint from Party On before they went bankrupt. That was from last year's Halloween contest.
Man.
All right, y'all, that's enough of that meme of the week. Sorry. But if you have a meme of the week, you can always send it to us at religiouslyincorrectpodcast@gmail.com. We'll stack some up for the new year. We hope you send some in. We always have a good time with it. Thank you so much. Make sure you make sure you share, make sure you tag somebody. Tell them to come on in because we're
Mariah,
talking.
I had a meme today that they did not use. So just know, Mariah, that you are not the only one.
It was not as interesting as a sword fighting first lady.
It absolutely was, and we're going to use it on the next episode.
Was it as interesting as a sword fighting first lady? Was there a sword involved? Was there a sword involved with your meme? Because if not, then it wasn't as good.
We will be using my meme on the next show.
If there was not a sword involved, unless she's pulling out a gun, which I have one. I have one with a dog and a gun.
We're never using that.
That I think we should play.
This is another one of Todd's Norm Macdonald jokes.
It's not even Norm. It's another
Norm.
white comedian.
It's Norm.
All right, y'all. We want to thank our sponsors for supporting Religiously Incorrect all year long. The Phillips Care Lawn Services, who've been in business for well over a decade. Yes, the snow is covering the lawn, but guess what? They can take care of that too. No, they won't sweep the snow off your lawn, but they will clear it off your driveway, your parking lot, your sidewalks and porches. Give them a call at 330-219-7916. And while you're at it, go on ahead and set your schedule for the spring. Make sure you take care of calling. Now, you done threw me off, Mike. Also, check out Phillips Care Cleaning Service. They do residential and commercial cleaning. If you need it done, they can get it done. Clean up, clean out, carpet cleaning, floor cleaning, all types of renovations and anything else that you could need to have done in your commercial or residential building. Call them. Don't waste your time. Let them do it, or look them up on Facebook at Phillips Care LLC. Planning the perfect event? Look no further. At Annex Events, we've got everything you need to make your event unforgettable. From stunning tents, comfy chairs, and all the extra, we've got you covered. Super Bowl parties, graduation parties, corporate events, and of course, church banquets and anniversaries. Gotta love those. We cater to all. Plus, our friendly team will handle the setup and breakdown so you can relax and enjoy the day. Call Annex Events and let's make your next celebration a hit. Mention the Religiously Incorrect podcast and receive 10% off of your first rental. Call 330-979-2909 or check out annexevents.com. Well, Miss Roz,
we are back, and we are here with Miss Roz, and this is our show, and we're calling it Strictly Business.
Strictly Business.
Strict business.
Business.
Yeah, business. Last year, we were able to talk about several of the Black local businesses around this time, and this year we thought we'd bring some in. And who better to start with than one who has been here, one who has,
herself.
one who has, been around for a while now. How long has it been?
It's been 14 years.
14 years.
14 years.
Right.
14 years. November 10th, 2010.
Wow.
She drafted me unwillingly into her fashion show one time. It just made me get up and walk around.
That was more than a decade ago.
Yes. I never came back.
Rosalyn had some.
She's had some bad fashion shows.
Yeah,
I did. Are you guys ready for another one?
Are you ready for another one?
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Mike said he'll be your model. Big Mike. He said he'll be a model. He knows how to wear a tux. We apparently have seen. He is Big Mike. Big Mike is
both Mikes
is a tuxedo wearing savant. And if you want someone to show off dinner wear or formal wear, he's your guy.
See, I need you all.
The original Mr. Debutante.
I need you all. I need you all.
The original.
Because we have thin, we have medium, we have large, we have tall, we
She
have
said the
short.
Miami Vice days.
Yeah, we need them all.
Okay, well.
So let's start off with just tell us, because I know a lot of people don't know, $5 grand. First of all, you're not selling clothes for $5 grand, right? You're not.
No, that price tag ain't like that.
He's selling to Denzel.
Yeah.
So tell us why $5 grand.
Well, the reason why the store is called $5 grand is because I wrestled naming the store. I prayed seriously about what to name the store, and it needed to have a significant meaning.
Did you have a sword where you was praying?
I didn't have a sword.
That's why you ain't get the right
That's
name.
why you ain't got the right.
I have the right name.
If you had a sword, we'd be having a whole different conversation.
I have the right name.
Sword of the Lord.
I heard a voice. I'm going to say it was the Lord that said, "Your grandkids mean the most to you.
Wow.
So use them." So I tried to take the letters of their first name and their last name, and that didn't work. So it was like, how many is it? It's 5 of them, $5 grand. So that's how the store got its name, $5 grand Boutique.
Wow.
Love it. Wow. And that's when you had $5 grand.
That's when I had $5 grand.
And now you have $9 grand.
Yes, I have 9 now.
Inflation is something else, ain't it? Take you all the way up. Trump will fix it though. You'll be back down to $5 grand pretty soon. So what have you found in 14 years of running a business? Oh man, please acknowledge your daughter. Mrs. Chopped Liver.
She said, "And my chopped liver."
Hi, Tiffany.
How dare you?
What am I doing? Hey, you guys know my daughter, Tiffany Stanford, Councilwoman Stanford.
Councilwoman. The Honorable.
If it was not for her, we certainly wouldn't have survived 14 years. She sacrificed a lot and was there every day, sick and all for the most part.
And now Grayson is running the place, I see. Grayson, yep, and them joints. Listen, if you buy a dress for $5 grand, it has been blessed by Grayson. I'm telling you. He'd have been up under every one of them dresses.
That's so true. It's so true.
There's something special about this. That's that Grayson blessing.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Every time I go in, he's somewhere he ain't supposed to be. Every time.
He got a new hangout. He gets in between the round rack and he hangs from it like he's doing.
That's my guy. We don't have department stores to run around anymore. This is the best. He's getting that old school department store experience. We used to run around and hang in racks and play in clothes.
Awesome. Because this was Christians.
Hangout.
It was Christians hangout.
Right.
It was Christians and now it is Gracians hangout. So they grew up in $5 grand.
They did.
So what's the most challenging thing about running a small business, and particularly like a clothing-based, apparel-based business?
We don't have enough time.
You don't have enough time to talk about all the time. Listen.
It is not easy running a business.
Is it?
I know we make it look easy.
You do?
Oh, but it's not. It's very challenging on many levels.
So is it true? And we're just gonna put this out here for our audience. Is it true that Black people want discounts?
Jesus, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
The best one yet was, well, what if I buy two?
Then buy two.
Then it's 2 times the price tag. That's it.
So some businesses do welcome bartering, though, and some clothing businesses do. When I go and buy suits, I don't ask, but sometimes they'll offer to try to sweeten the deal. Like, hey, what if I make it this? Or do you do that? So you do that, but you don't like feeling pressured, like it's owed to them or entitled.
Exactly. Let me do it.
I got you.
Y'all
hearing that? Let her do it.
Let me do it. And I will do it. I do it for my best customers all the time.
Gotcha. You trying to hook them up. And just say it again. You do it for
my best customers.
Listen, don't you come off the street, ain't seen her in 15 years, and you talking about let me get a hookup.
Right. Buy one, get one.
Just give me the top. Just give me I want the pants. Just give me the top. I don't need that skirt.
Yeah. No,
how much for the buttons? How much for the buttons?
I got a black skirt at home already.
They turned into Chris Rock from Living Color. How much for the buttons?
Right.
Okay, so that's one of the most challenging things.
That's one of the most challenging.
Give us something else.
But here's the thing. I'm the maintenance person.
Okay.
I'm the accountant. I am the
janitor.
I'm the janitor.
Because Grayson would definitely spill something for you.
Oh, Grayson.
That's comedy.
All things.
Security.
In a business, all the employees that work in different areas, I am that person that does all those things. It's exhausting.
It is. But is it rewarding?
It's definitely rewarding because I love what I do. I love when the women say, oh my God, I got so many compliments on my outfits. Yes, that's what we want.
I got you.
That's what I live for.
How has companies such as Shein and the
Temu,
TikTok shop and all those things, how have they affected your business? And have you had to step up your game as far as online shopping goes?
Well, I had to step up my game in regards to online shopping just because more people are shopping online. Shein does not bother me whatsoever because the Shein customer is not my customer.
Okay. So you have a customer.
I do.
And it's not the person looking for a prom dress for $39.99 on Shein. Mm-mm. So it ain't London.
No, because I like quality items.
I got you.
And quality is not cheap. A lot of my customers talk about how they have items from my store from the time that we opened. And they're still able to wear. This is a perfect example. This jacket is over 10 years old.
And I can testify to that because I have tried out some of the Amazon stuff. Now, sometimes it is convenient. For instance, when you're shopping for boys and, hey, we just need... One time we bought all white... we want all the grandsons to wear white dresses. Suits for grandma. And we wasn't about to go out. They all growing. So we go out on Amazon and we're all ordering. You want to talk about paper thin? I'm talking... Like, this was actually made out of actual notebook paper suits. Like, we hope we can get through the service. The lines are in the suit. You could write, I will not act up in class on the back of it. But that has a purpose. Again, throwaway stuff. It does.
Disposable garments.
They call it fast fashion.
Yes.
You are not a fast fashion merchant.
Well, not true, because some of the items I sell are fast fashion. Okay. But I tell you what, one of the things that does disturb me quite a bit, you can find, I was in Cleveland at a store, and a shirt that I sell for $89, I saw it at a store in Cleveland for $19.99. I was...
livid.
Not livid, because the quality was so poor, but sometimes people don't care about the quality. They want the look.
The look of it, right. And I get it. It's a balance. It's a balance that people look for. How has the changing nature of dress affected your business? I think when you first started your business 14 years ago, it was still a dressy era in the church and in the community. I can't find shirts and ties at department stores or the Macy's of the world. I mean, the men's sections are so small now. Most of the suit stores are going out of business, and I don't know how it is. Females, there's always still more fashion for the females, but it's changed. Has casual church and, more people just being more dressed down in a lot of places, has that affected you much, or are black folks still just stepping, and so it's still not it's not hitting you the same way it might hit others?
Well, you have to ebb and flow.
Okay.
you have to go with what people are looking for.
All right.
And so when we first opened, first of all, there was one rack. Do you remember that? There was one rack.
One rack.
With a few pieces on. And matter of fact, let me go back a little further than that. When we first started, I started as a consignment store.
Yep.
Okay.
That was very short-lived.
All right.
Because my niece and my daughter didn't want to touch the clothes. And they didn't want to tell the people we are not willing to accept this.
Wow.
Okay. So then I loaded the store. Well, not loaded because I did not take any loans or get any grants or anything to start my business. All of it was out of pocket. I carried mostly church clothes.
Okay.
Church clothes, church hats. That's what I brought into the store. Today, there is not as many women wearing the dressy church suits, although we do still make orders for the ladies that come in, and we do still carry a few in the store, but not as many as we used to. So when I say ebb and flow, I made the adjustment. Just like when COVID hit, I started selling some loungewear because people
loungewear,
right? Like jogging outfits.
That's where Shamika got it from.
Like jogging outfits, because people were working from home. I mean, so
Right.
you just gotta move with the times and make decisions based on the needs in the current moment.
Okay.
So do you follow fashion? Do you follow like the fashion weeks, the New York fashion weeks? And, and I know you definitely go to a lot of the
markets,
the markets and things of that nature. How is that? How often does it change? How, you talk about the ebb and flow. How often does the ebb and flow? Because, I still ain't got with the skinny jeans for the men and the skinny.
Some of us just can't do it.
Some should not.
Should not.
Not about can't, just should not.
Just should not.
It's not a good look on most people, I should say. I want to go back a little bit. When you mentioned about Shein, do you know that their proceeds get sent home to fund their army?
I didn't know.
And
we need to change our business model for our army. Sure. But whose army? The Chinese army?
Yes.
Some smart brothers, man. But I was going to ask you, where do you keep the little Chinese children in the back to make your clothes? Are they under the store?
Upstairs.
You know what I'm saying?
They upstairs.
You never heard the little pitter-patter feet?
That's who cranks the plate.
He's the taskmaster. He's the manager.
Right. Look, he came upstairs. He said, "Look at this mess."
That's hilarious.
Oh, the way he flung his arms, it was so cute.
That's hilarious.
Sidebar.
So tell me about a fashion trend that you hated, but people seem to enjoy. Did you ever have something in your store that you ordered it because it was in demand, but you don't understand how it became a thing?
There is a lot of things. I can't put everything in the store that I would like because I serve a wide audience of women. However, there has been some things that have been in demand that the women wanted, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so ugly. And my daughter will go, oh, they'll buy it though. Sure as shooting.
They'll buy it.
Sure as shooting.
Sure as shooting.
I mean, and when you say stuff like that, like, for example, we know that for a while, everybody was on the whole Kamala thing. And when she lost, how much revenue did you lose?
How much of that did you have to send to Africa is what we're trying to say. Like a losing Super Bowl team? Like, there's a bunch of kids in Zimbabwe with Chucks and Pearls on right now.
Actually, because I did the shirts myself.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, y'all hear this?
I have about 10 shirts. So if anybody wants Kamala.
For historic purposes.
I mean, hey, it's good memorabilia, right? Half
Right.
price, 50% off. I have about 10 shirts left. So I was pretty much making them as the orders was coming in. So I didn't lose a lot on that. But had she won,
wow,
I wouldn't be sitting here today.
You'd be 10 grand. You'd be 10 grand.
50 grand.
No, I'd be more than
That's
that.
it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean that's interesting to hear that there are things that might not be interesting or attractive to the merchant, but you're
When
selling
I
to
go
the
to
customer.
market, I was just describing to one of the vendors, it's like, this is what I need, this is what I'm looking for, can you help me? He said, oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You mean if I could put it on the side of a wash machine and put some rhinestones on top of it and stick it on a hat, that's what you're looking for? I was like, yeah, that's it.
That's hilarious. And that made sense to him? And since to you?
Sense to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. Now, it wasn't an actual washing machine. It was a replica of a washing machine, small in size, but it was covered with rhinestones. And, hey, I said, yes, sir, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Have you, okay, how honest are you with your customers? Like, they'll try something on.
Oh, man.
And they'll ask you how this look.
Has Tiffany ever come home fussing about that? Tiffany says I have lost sales.
Okay.
And she'll say, let them buy what they want to buy. I won't do it.
You won't let them walk out looking a mess.
Because you're representing my brand.
I feel that.
And I need you to look your best. I want you to get those compliments. That's what I'm living for. So, if they, and especially if they ask me.
They ask you, yeah.
Ooh. Tiffany said, definitely honest.
Definitely honest. I love it.
But, they'll say, how does this look on me? I go, I won't be insulting, but I will say, let's try something different. Let's try a different color. Let's try a different size. Is this too tight? Let's go up a size. Maybe we should do 2. I need you to look your best.
Gotcha.
I don't want you to spend money.
If you're telling somebody else to go up 2 sizes, that's pretty blunt. That's pretty blunt right there.
But you don't understand. Sometimes they put the garment on and they can't get it zipped in the back by this much. You gotta go up. Let's go do something else.
You just don't say let's go to Planet Fitness.
I do not.
You don't say that.
No, because I don't want to be insulting. A woman needs to feel good when she comes in the shop. A lot of times the women are stressed. They're carrying heavy loads. They're doing a lot.
Right.
And they need to come in and they need to feel good in the atmosphere, and they need to feel good in the atmosphere that they're going to be wearing the items.
But some of them just believe, they still that 14.
You're right.
They just believe they still that 14.
And because people are not as honest as you, too many people are gassing folk up. And we all live in a body positive society, and that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. Whether you're super skinny and small like me, or whether you're, heftier or bigger. But sometimes we get a little over the top with the body positivity. Yeah, girl, you big and sexy and da-da-da. Like, no, it's into the realm of sloppy. And that is not a weight class to me. It's not a weight. It's just the way you carry yourself and knowing what fits you. So it's not picking on people who are bigger. But do you find yourself kind of battling with that a little bit because somebody might be gassed up and other people around them have kind of convinced them? Or they just like, I just like tight clothes. Like, I just like it like this, and you're just like, we can literally see the buttons kind of spread, and I don't know much about females, but you don't have to know much about females to know about undergarments not fitting well, or people don't know how to make the outfits look right. I'm obviously with a traditional wife. You know what it's like to make yourself look good so you can look good in these clothes. Like, do you find yourself in a battle with that body positivity where there's this kind of like, I look good? We live in this stomach out world now. We live in this, you see it all over. How do you handle that?
The women that wear the stomach out is not my customers.
They're not your customers either.
They do not shop in my store.
They don't shop in your store. You have no stomach out products.
No.
Wait, you mean you ain't got no stomach out church mother dresses?
No, she has.
Will it become a trend though?
She has a Spanx is your best friend.
Spanx is your best friend.
That part. The foundation is so important. The way your clothes lay on you, the way your clothes ride on your undergarment is so important.
It's hilarious.
What did he say?
You said a wide variety of women. It sounds like a variety of wide women.
Oh, no, sir.
Come on, Scott.
Mrs. Claus, man.
We love all women of all sizes.
And she makes all women and gentlemen look good. Whatever, she makes sure they look good.
I do.
So is there a unwritten rule that you can only sell this dress to one Second Baptist member?
It's like prom, Doc.
I'm glad you brought that up.
It's like prom.
I'm glad you brought that up.
So I don't need no fights at communion.
So what we do is we make an asserted effort not to sell the same garment to the same church. If somebody from the church has already bought that dress, the next person that comes in to buy that dress, we say, hey, we already sold that to somebody in a second. So
But what if they're like, I don't care, I want it?
I have had somebody say, I don't care. I'm like, oh.
They're the customer.
And I take their money.
Listen, I mean, I
But
know
you
that that's a
gave
sore
warning
spot.
shot. You
But
got warning
I
shots.
tried though too. But then I also have gone the extra mile and called the first customer that bought the dress and say, "Hey, we sold that dress again to somebody at your church. If you're planning on wearing it to this event, they might be there with that on."
Wow.
And that's extra to do, but
Right.
I know how my customers feel because they'll come in and say, "I'm not gonna see myself, am I?" Now that's code for I don't want to see another woman in this dress in
this vicinity.
But let me just say this publicly, that's very hard to do because we are a store of many. Macy's, Dillard's, Kaufman's, all of them, we all buy from the same place. When we go to market, we're all at the same place. We all have access to all the same garments. And what I tell women is, if you don't want to see yourself, you got to go in your pocket. You got to go deep.
Get custom.
The deeper you go, the less likely you going to see somebody else in
yours. Wow.
The cheaper you go, the chances are great that Sally Sue going to have it.
That's why I don't mind being a brother, because we can all be in the pulpit with the same black suit and don't care. And now
And I'd be like, bruh, you killing that jump.
right, you killing it too.
Women are not that
We
way.
both killing this same jacket.
Women are not that way. In fact, some of my customers say, "You better not ever go anywhere. You better not, Well, tell women where you shop. They won't do it. They will not.
Wow.
Do it.
Wow.
And so I say to them, how do you expect us to stay in business if you won't share where you purchased your items from? Now, we will make the asserted effort not to sell the same dress to the same church or whatever event that you're going to, but.
And that's such a subculture thing that I don't think the rest of the world really relates to, because this whole church world thing is not a part of the broader market. So that's a unique thing. Macy's doesn't have to worry about that. And others, I don't think, have the exact same pressures. I think that's like an added layer, particularly in black culture. And I'd say maybe some southern white churches and all, where they still dress up like that. But in black culture, it's so big, because where else are we dressing up to outside of church or a banquet or event that might come around once or twice a year?
There's parties. There's a lot of events.
The white parties, people are coming to you for the
Oh, yeah, the white parties.
the parties and all that. How much white can you?
But you would be surprised at some of the customers that we have. We're dressing deceased. We're dressing the deceased.
So okay.
We're dressing the
So
deceased.
you gotta account with Sterling and them too.
No, but I need to contact Sterling. But we dress the deceased. We dress the deceased, and then also families like to wear the same colors for the so we all dress the family.
So weddings, funerals, family events.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow, I never thought of that.
80th birthday party, all that kind of stuff.
Someone asked, where exactly is your store located?
It is downtown Warren, 164 High Street. Under the Hippodrome, we're on the street level. We're diagonal to the post office.
And mention religiously incorrect and get 10% off of your first.
That's right.
Okay, cool.
That's right.
Cool.
We'll be doing ads for $5,000 pretty soon. So
Mention
sign a
religiously
contract
incorrect.
after this is over.
And you only got 2 shopping days left.
We only have, so talk to us about Christmas shopping at $5,000. Is it the same as your larger retailers, or is it not as much of an impact on your annual? Is this Black Friday season for you in the same way that others, they used to say traditionally, would come out of the red into the black? Like this is a major shopping time for you that makes a difference?
Black Friday, yes. Through the end of the year.
It's a big time for you. Now, talk to us about the dynamics of a small business and just in general, because we're talking about strictly business.
Okay.
We hear a lot of people saying support small business, which we do believe in.
Okay.
But do you feel that there are sometimes unreasonable expectations of small businesses based on how they brand, market, who they expect to be their demographic? Because I think a lot of us start a business, get on Facebook, market to the same 40, 50 people that we interact with every day. And when it doesn't work out for us, we say, y'all don't support small business or black business. What advice would you give to other small business owners about being successful and in particular expanding beyond their immediate context? Because I want you to touch on something a lot of people don't know. You are not just a black business catering to black people.
Right. That's true.
A lot of your clientele and probably a lot of your business comes from white customers.
Absolutely.
And you wouldn't know it because the black church lady walks in and sees a bunch of stuff that she thinks only she would wear or someone like her in the same places. But could you talk about expanding your horizons beyond your immediate community?
Absolutely. Well, first, I'm going to address your first question. When you're supposed to be open, be open.
Ooh,
Well,
there it is.
If you have store hours, honor them.
Simple as that.
Thank you. And customer service? Can you just talk about customer service?
Tiffany Stanford.
Tiffany's.
Hey, put my wife on blast. I love you, baby.
Listen, no, seriously, that is vitally important. I had she wasn't young, but an older lady say, listen, I was trying to send her somewhere else because she was looking for something that I didn't have. She said, I am not going to go and beg them to be open and give them my money too.
Wow.
So honor your store hours or don't have them.
Don't have them. I walked into a business the other day that I frequent. Matter of fact, the owner knows me personally. He didn't happen to be there. And I stood there at the counter having already made an order. It was a food order. And stood there for 7-8 minutes and was not acknowledged whatsoever until just some random dude was like, yo, this brother's over here waiting. You know, just one of them knows somebody in the back hollering. I mean, black business gets a bad rap. But do you think some of it's justified because we kind of go in and what is it about us that we don't have that demeanor? People stink across the board. I mean, people are not friendly anymore. I don't care where you go. It could be Target. It's not the same as it used to be in a lot of places. But what is it about us that we think we don't have to do those things and we still feel like we deserve the business, or if things don't go well for us, it's everybody else's fault?
That's insane because people have options.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People have options. People want to
say that again for the podcasters.
I was waiting for Scott to comment too.
Honor your
I knew
hours.
it was coming.
I'm telling y'all, man, this is free. This is free. What are you talking about? Y'all start paying a
Y'all got
subscription.
nothing to do on Sunday
Y'all
night
start
anyway.
paying a subscription. We'll start being on time.
The Browns losing and the Pittsburgh Steelers
Exactly.
losing too, so
We just stopped caring a long time ago.
But I mean, customer service goes a long way. I mean, you really, because people have choices. They do not have to shop with you. I honor everybody that walks in the door because they don't even have to be inside the store. There's so many choices.
Right.
Although we have some unique pieces that you can't find anywhere else.
Them bedazzled cowboy boots.
That's right.
right.
Do
Listen.
you know we've been selling those
You
boots
told
for
me.
12 years? 12
They're
years.
killing it.
12 years. Listen, if
I saw them all over the Mary J. Blige concert. Half the arena had them on, stomping on each other's toes.
That's right. We've been selling those
they
boots
had
for
to get real
12
popular
years.
when Beyonce came out.
Oh,
with the
yeah, when
cowgirl.
Beyonce came out.
12 years. It's one of our best-selling items.
Wow.
Tall and short. So I would say that. Be mindful of your customer. Think more of your customer than you do yourself.
Wow.
And I'm going to say just as simply as this. If you taking parking spaces in the front and your customers can't get a parking space in front of your storefront, that's a problem.
Wow.
Now, we park across the street because I want my customers to be able to pull right in the front, get what they need. I mean, why should I make it inconvenient for them to give me their money? That's silly.
Right. I agree.
You have also, to Todd's point, you have also crossed over and you're doing a lot of frat gear.
Yes, let me hold that thought. So my the thing with the parking, when I work downtown, this is an example. If I couldn't get a parking space at lunchtime lunch,
I'm not coming.
I'm
I got you.
driving to a
I'm driving.
drive-through.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
what I
Especially
try to
downtown.
say, you're losing money because people are going to keep driving, and you're making me lose money too.
Right. You just get some spray paint and add your own parking spaces. City won't catch on for a while. They won't.
Don't mention the city. They took 2 parking spaces.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah.
I tried. Yeah, I know.
Man, listen, and our customers are older.
Tiffany
so-
tried too, but it would have been a conflict of interest.
Yeah. She came in fired up.
I know.
She came in fired up. Yep. They're taking 2 of our spaces.
So back to selling
Yes.
devilware for the fraternities and the sororities. How does it feel to be the
Hold that
clothier
thought.
for Satan's servants? How does it
I
feel?
don't know what you're talking about. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
You gotta understand, she's not only the client, she's
also the customer.
I rebuke you.
Sister Roz is a proud Delta,
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Yes, sir.
and she now sells Is it all just Delta gear, or do you sell all?
Only Delta Sigma Theta sorority.
Do you have to get like approval to do that?
You have to have a license, and it costs a lot.
Wow.
Or you'll get jumped in the back alley if they catch you?
No, you will pay a significant fine.
A fine? They can fine you?
You're selling licensed gear.
So you have to get a license to sell it. Mm-hmm. Do you have to be a Delta to buy it?
Yes.
Do you check
Or
the
you have
cards?
to be buying it for a Delta.
For a Delta. How do you verify that?
I don't ask.
You don't ask. That's on them. So if a pack,
But I do.
if a pack of white girls come in and talk about I want to wear this to the Avalon. I want to wear this to the Avalon. And you be like, hey, if you want to get jumped, go on ahead and enjoy yourself.
We will not jump you. We will not
Listen,
jump
by
you.
Leah.
We will not jump you.
We won't jump you?
No, we will not jump you.
Not them alumni. Them young ones will.
No, we might say, could I give you $50 for that jacket?
Oh, get it off of them.
Wow.
Okay.
In fact, when we pass on, we
Tiffany
need
said
to
I sell that
have...
to anyone.
She will. She will. She will. She will. She
Hey, they ain't even asked for it. Hey, here's some red and white stuff for you right here.
She will.
Whatever you got.
She's not kidding. She will.
You
Lord.
got kids going to Harding with it on. What? Panther Week.
Oh, she will.
That is comedy.
No, we just might say, because even upon our demise, we're supposed to have a disposal, what to do with it. Because it shouldn't end up in the Goodwill. It shouldn't end up,
You don't pass it down? That's a
give
part of what
you
it could
give it to
be?
your chapter.
You can give it to your
You can give it to your chapter or give it to another soror. You just don't let it go to the Goodwill and all that stuff. That's how people who... I saw Zeta with some stuff on, and I was like, hey, nice shirt. Are you a Zeta? She said, a what?
Oh,
I said,
wow.
Zeta.
Wow.
I said, your shirt.
Wow.
She said, I don't even know where I got this shirt from. I was like, all right.
Wow. See, that's where the culture needs to stay within the culture. Sometimes it's not good for stuff to get too broad, like Absolutely. Too popular and known. So what are your plans for the future? I mean, you going to expand? Are you going to franchise?
I'm definitely not going to franchise.
Not going to franchise.
I am looking to scale down quite a bit because I'm getting younger.
Okay, you are getting younger.
I'm getting younger. See all this gray hair? I'm getting younger. And I want to, although I will always have not always, but I plan to have a storefront for the next 5 years at least, but gear more of the shopping to the internet.
The internet.
The internet.
It's a series of tubes.
The internet.
Are you going to get on platforms like the Amazons of the world? Or are you going to have your own shop? I know you already have a portal where you can do shopping, but are you looking to expand into e-commerce sites where they can, they have this stuff drop shipping and that, you can do it, just kind of what does that?
I'm not a fan of drop shipping.
Okay.
Because I need to see what the customers are getting.
Gotcha.
I'm real particular about what the customers get. And so when COVID hit, became a real challenge because it's like I can't go to market without a major risk. So I went with my trusted vendors that I use and I know the quality. So that's how we get stuff in. But I'm not a fan of drop shipping.
Can you tell us who have no idea what a drop shipping is?
Oh, sure. That's where you order something wholesale and it just comes right to you. I can send it to anybody's door. Once they make their order,
Without
I don't
it ever
see
having
it.
to
I
come to
don't
her
package
shop.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when we've done our religiously incorrect gear, that's how Big L would do it for us.
Okay.
He would just create the gear and they can go to our shop and it would just go directly to them and we get the portion back that's due to us basically off the arrangement. Have you ever over the years had a segment that you wanted to branch out to like menswear or children's clothes and you realized it just wasn't lucrative or you just didn't need to take up store space or energy with it? It wasn't worth it.
Well, I had menswear. In fact, I still have a few pieces.
Never had my size, but okay.
Yeah, I still have a few pieces. Please come and get them. They're 50% off. 50% off. It's wonderful for the holiday. But couples used to come in and shop together. We have the man chair.
We know who those people are.
Yeah, we have the man chair, and the woman would shop.
And so
they would
in
say,
church.
you need to get some men's clothes. You need to get some men's clothes. So I went and got men's clothes, shirts, ties, bow ties.
I bought them all.
Yes, Jeff has all of them.
And so, but I stopped selling the men's clothes because it was very challenging for me. Men's pants come in raw. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing.
It
I
is
didn't
tough.
know if I was supposed to be buying 3 buttons or 5 buttons or 2 buttons or double breast.
You live in Warren, definitely the 5 buttons. Those are still
5 buttons is what's in?
And in Warren they are.
Oh, okay.
They
They're
shouldn't
not?
be.
Yeah, I don't
2
know.
or 1 right now.
It's
2 or 1?
2 or 1 right
I gave
now.
up. It was too much.
You need them joints, the jacket go all the way down to the floor.
The
and
zoot suits.
we're going to the players' ball.
Yeah, no.
all that.
It was too much for me. So I was like, you know what? I need to focus on the women and making sure that they have what they need.
I got you. Big Mike asked before the show started if you were ever going to sell male thongs or.
That would be a no.
He was
That would be a no. That would be a no.
He was interested. He wanted to know.
No, but that was a thing that my daughter liked about selling to the men because she said they come in and they're like, give me this, and they're out the door.
We
them up.
are. We like what we see.
you know.
Walk in. I think I went and got a suit the other day. Really procrastinated for getting a suit for Christmas. I was in and out of that door probably in about 12, 13 minutes. I saw what I saw. And the only reason it took that long is because he was waiting on other customers. I had walked
we
in.
already visualized.
We kind of have an idea.
We know what we want going in.
But let me help y'all with something.
An idea.
Men are easy. You got a black suit, a blue suit, a brown suit.
Correct.
Maybe a green suit. You got different
ain't no
shirts,
green.
ties.
That's Jeff.
You got brown shoes. You got black shoes. That's it.
Right.
We have so many choices. We got long
You don't
skirts,
have
short
to.
skirts.
You
we
choose
got
to have
wide
all
leg
that. You
pants.
choose it, though. You choose it.
If the option
variety.
exists, yes, you need a variety. It depends on where I'm going and what I'm wearing. And that's another thing that I love about my store. A lot of women like, I don't know what I should be wearing. I'm like, well, where are you going?
Do you ever get like a van load of Amish people to come in and shop?
Never.
Sometimes I see them in places like, why are you here? You don't get that? I'm going to send some your way.
No,
the ladies, they like to shop too.
They do like to shop.
I seen them at Victoria's Secret once. I said, good, all right.
That's why they got all them babies.
Go on ahead, Elizabeth.
They got all them babies. But I like dissecting where they're going so I can help them meet their need. They're like,
Hey, we have AC, Brother Martin. All right. Even though we in that devil heat right now at the church, we got AC. But so you make sure you try to sell to everybody and connect with everybody. What do you think?
Not really everybody. The
Not
young
everybody?
people, no. You know, the
so
stomach
young
out people, no.
The stomach out people, no. It's not you. You don't sell. What do you call them? Leggings and stuff like that. And
Well, we might sell leggings to go with the long tunic.
Gotcha.
But you also sell jewelry.
Oh, yes.
You also sell a lot of jewelry. Sometimes you have scarves.
We have a lot of Christmas special scarves and gloves and yes,
The accessories.
handbags, the whole 9 yards.
Gotcha.
You gotta have
Y'all
accessories
got
for
the
the women.
Birkins,
The who?
the Birkin bags.
Oh no, we don't
Gotcha.
have that.
Before we go, you guys drop your questions for Sister Roz. She's been a phenomenal guest talking to us about the business, what it's like to be a clothier. Have you ever thought about branching out into other types of business outside of clothing and apparel, like just something completely different? Is there any other dream business that if you could get involved in it, you'd love to do? Completely unrelated to clothing and fashion.
I am a serial entrepreneur.
You're a serial entrepreneur?
Yes, this is
All
not
right.
my first business.
Okay. So tell us about the strip club you own.
Nah, that ain't me.
Roz's Place.
Roz's Palace.
Right.
No.
So what are
that's
some
not
of
me.
the other ideas you never thought about doing or explored?
Well, I used to do trips.
Okay.
Lampley's Travel. That's what it was called.
Lampley's Travels.
Lampley's Travels.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
I
also
went to New York one time. It's the worst time I ever had.
Not the worst time.
No, not because of the trip. Just, they was like, they got up there. And I was looking for some nights. It's like, come on up here in this building. I'm like, dude,
Oh, you
I ain't never been here
almost
before.
got killed. Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
and then also I had a roadside rib stand that I participated in, and Linda's still there.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
The best ribs in town, by the
The
way.
best ribs in town.
Nice.
Yes.
Sweet meat.
yes.
With the ribs.
And I even named the business Sweet Meat Barbecue.
made it Sweet
Okay,
Meat.
okay.
I didn't know the
named
name came
business.
from you.
And then when I said it, Linda jumped on it, and I said, oh, no, I don't think we should do that. And she was like, no, I love it. So Sweet Meat Barbecue it is. And so sometimes the men would come, can I get some of that sweet meat? Like,
Listen.
I made it too
You
easy.
better lean in. You better lean in and mark it. You better make that. Hey, somebody make a Sweet Meat jingle.
take it to Linda.
Listen.
Take it to Linda.
Hey, there's somebody in Chicago named Sweet Meat, so y'all need to be careful about that. 'Cause that sounds like a brother's name from around the way who won the Players Ball in '88.
Yeah,
so
78.
Right.
And I'm a tourist.
Right. So I have some other things on the horizon. But 2025 will be.
Then you do the, weren't you a person who does the eyes or?
Yes, I used to be a licensed optician. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, stop. A licensed optician?
Yes.
I need an appointment right now. I can't get in.
Go to Newton Falls. I'll tell you a wonderful place in Newton Falls to go to.
Okay, you are really going.
No, seriously.
All right, Scott would like to ask, do you file your own taxes or outsource to an accountant? How difficult is it dealing with the IRS?
I don't deal with the IRS. I do have an accountant.
She don't pay taxes is what you're trying to say.
The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. We pay our taxes monthly. The more money you make, the more often you have to pay them.
That means she's making a lot of money, y'all. Hey, Sweet Meat, she makes a lot of money. Just so y'all know.
No, I don't. I file my own
Just so y'all know. Okay, so you don't file your own taxes. You don't deal with them directly. You go through accountant or... Gotcha. That's the safest way to go. So everything's messed up. Who goes to jail, him or you?
It's not going to be me.
It's not going to be you.
It's not going to be me.
I got you. Pastor Jeff?
Well, I mean, this has been a great show. It really has. I mean, I guess the last question I have for you, and especially for the audience out there, is, are you single?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's right, Todd D.
Sweet Meat needs to know before we get off the podcast. He needs to know.
Are you single?
He been texting me all night. He said, I need to know.
Why?
Are you single? Are you dating? Are you seeing someone right now?
Oh, my God.
Comedy.
We're always trying to match people
Son-in-law's
up
trying to
here.
marry you off right quick.
We're always trying to match people up here at religious.
She got outfits for you, so I mean, if you...
She can dress. She can dress.
When's the next fashion show?
I was about to say my status.
See,
Go ahead and say your status.
No, don't. Leave him in suspense.
You asked though.
If you want to know if she's single, go down to 5.
Oh wait, no, whoa.
You gotta find something to get the answer.
No, don't come to 5 Grands looking for me. I've had that happen already.
Really?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Glenn asked, do you have an extra closet? My wife got 5 grand and 3 closets. She got a 5 grand storage unit.
I'm sorry.
It's a free cook.
Carla.
I'm sorry, Glenn. I'm sorry, Glenn.
Only 5 grand's credit card.
Man, she got
Listen.
5 grand's frequent flyer.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Glenn, and others.
She ain't sorry.
Listen, I remember one sermon you was preaching, and you said, "Husbands, check your trunks." Check the trunk
Oh,
of your car.
yeah.
I was so mad at you.
Listen.
I was so mad at you.
Listen, it wasn't until I got married, till I got put on to game, and I watched Shamika pull out them old new outfits that I didn't know she bought last year or 6 months ago. I'm like, where did that come from? I had to learn. Pastor Tatum, you need to check out 5 grand. She's all the way down in Florida, but she loves to
ship
dress.
all over the world.
She loved to had the hats on for her husband's installation the other week. The outfits, and she's a dresser and a preacher. Can
Wonderful.
preach the horns off a billy goat and look good doing it.
We'll ship to you, honey. We ship worldwide.
Yeah, check her out. But do you have an extra closet? That's a comedy.
Listen.
Yeah, we had to. And you were upset because I was messing up.
Oh, I was so mad.
There go another 5 grands.
Another 5
Mel
grands.
Rudolph is the.
There's several of them on there. Several of them on there.
She's had people drive in from out of town just to
we have
come and
customers.
shop.
Yeah, we have
stop
customers
through.
from Cleveland. We have customers from PA.
I remember one time,
To name a few.
Bishop Hennings came through
Yeah.
the town, and Lady Hennings was
Hey,
buying.
y'all old first lady will always be there.
Which old first
Talking
lady?
about the Reverend.
Pastor Hearn's wife.
Oh, listen, Lady Hearns loved her suits.
The Reverend ain't ready.
The Reverend, listen, the Reverend
waiting outside.
The Reverend's waiting on
He
me.
want to come in.
is waiting on me in the Buick Roadmaster. The Reverend had the Buick Roadmaster, and he's waiting on me.
Yes.
Hey, she still wear them suits. Look good too. Rosalyn, you have kept Warren and surrounding areas and across the country looking good for many, many years. And to Reverend Carla, I mean, when people come out stepping in 5 grand, they look good. They look good on church. I wish more folk
Karen
need to have a
Osborne?
5 grand Sunday.
Yes,
Karen Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, Karen, she rocks it. Lady Shamika has rocked $5,000.
Yes.
Our best anniversary
I've seen some of
outfits.
them here on the timeline, but I've seen them.
Oh yeah. We need to have a $5,000 Sunday in church or something. That would be fly. What if you did like I don't want to declare a discount, but you have like a $5,000 Sunday. You buy the outfit you wear, you get a little something off if you get a minimum number of women to.
I love the idea.
To wear,
I'm always
to wear
open.
an outfit. And people don't like this, but I'm going to say this openly. Black folk in general and black church folk, ain't nothing wrong with dressing up. Whatever your conviction is, you don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to. We are obviously far beyond that. Mm-hmm. But there's just nothing better looking to me than well-dressed black folk.
Right.
Just nothing. Black women and women. And it ain't got to be you all the time. God ain't judging you. Nobody is saying this is heaven or hell or holiness or nothing. Just looking good just makes you feel good, makes you
It does
think
make you feel
well
good.
about each other.
You have a different walk.
Yeah, but listen.
have a different walk.
Even when you see people who normally don't dress up, and they look a little awkward, but they just have a different grace to them. Obviously, the way I was raised, but I wasn't raised on super fancy dressing church really that much, but I always admired the girls and the older ladies that could dress. It looks good. I mean, you can see why folks was sleeping around in church when you see how good people looking in them suits. I mean, you can see.
That's right, Bill. How you dress is how you will be addressed. That's right.
Oh, that's a good one.
And let me tell you, she done a Mother's Day tea all the way down in Steubenville, the most popular Mother's Day event they've had thus far. So, you might want to call her, try to book her, get some things for your church.
She'll make it happen.
But I just want to say, we don't just have church clothes. You know what I'm saying?
They got the male thongs. They got them stomach outs.
No, we have attire that you workwear.
Okay.
We have attire that you can wear to church and work.
She got some cool jean outfits down there.
Some jean outfits. You got them bedazzled joints with the studs all over it.
Listen, we got what you need. If we don't got it, we will find it for you. We will special order, We do.
Now, will you still, because I know you all still have the men's books, will you still order men's clothes?
Yes, we will still order men's clothes. But see the thing, and also pantyhose. Ladies, if you want pantyhose, let me know, because they make me buy a lot. So I can't just get you two pair of pantyhose. They make me buy a lot.
You mean we can't just go to Kmart like we used to do when Mama would stop on the way to church and get that cocoa,
you can't find pantyhose.
Get that coffee pantyhose.
No.
She make you go in red and white and buy medium pack.
No.
The little cap.
The eggs.
What is
the little eggs.
The fingernail polish.
Oh, the fingernail polish. The stop the run.
You cannot find pantyhose in the store now.
These girls, they don't wear them.
You can't find. But I will say this in regards to pantyhose.
Mel said yay for pantyhose.
In regards to pantyhose, it finishes your look. It polishes your look. It makes you look more dressy. If you're wearing a dressy outfit, you can wear
not them white joints, not them church mother white joints.
You got
though.
the fishnets.
Not the.
I have some of those.
All right now.
With the hooks.
I have some of those.
I love it.
Who's your who's one of your favorite designers?
Lillian Taylor.
Okay.
Lillian Taylor. But everybody can't buy Lillian Taylor.
Right.
Everybody came.
You know what I'm saying? Lillian Taylor is
Lillian.
I know LaQuisha Taylor. You can buy LaQuisha.
Lillian be up
over
there
on the west side. LaQuisha get you right.
Right.
You can buy Lauren Taylor up at the red and white joint.
At the red and white joint, get what you can get and some chitlins at the same place and some lotto tickets.
Almost.
Yeah. But even going back to Sheen for just a moment, they unethically sourced cotton. Okay, that was my
unethically sourced. They still got slaves. You trying to say?
They get cotton from where they shouldn't be getting cotton from.
Wow. Okay. If she ain't shamed y'all out of Sheen by now, I mean, child soldiers,
I ain't trying to do that because
Chinese warfare.
Sister Marsh,
she got a closet too.
She got a closet too.
Poor
brother Mac. Poor brother Mac.
She got a closet too, but
it always stay looking good, looking beautiful in church. Always. So, yeah. I love it.
I do my level best.
I love it. Well, you do a great job. Will y'all help us give it up for the lady of attire, apparel, and fashion in Warren, Ohio, Miss $5,000 herself, Rosalyn Hill? Want to give it up, give them hand claps. Held it down. It's strictly business. If you got any last minute shopping you need to do, go check out 5 Grands. What are your hours these last few days?
10:30 to 6, Monday and Tuesday, and we will be closed Christmas Day to January 2nd.
Taking a little break.
I need it.
So go on ahead and get that attire
Y'all
while
know that
you
last.
can.
Y'all know that one last thing. You just
That
gotta
one last
get.
thing.
You know, I just want to give one more thing.
But even if you don't know what to get a gift certificate.
Get a gift certificate.
You can never go wrong with a gift
You
certificate.
can never go wrong. Love it. Love it. Love it.
And we sell them for $25 to you name it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure your gift certificates don't have a limit. You need me to add a 0 to that? I got you.
Right.
Well, y'all, we wish you a very Merry Christmas
And a Happy New Year.
and a blessed Kwanzaa.
Yes.
You know, and to all who celebrate or don't, no judgment over here, but whatever you do, enjoy this season where people are a little bit kinder, a little bit nicer. Be with your families. The husbands haven't, you are correct. We have not started shopping yet, but thankfully Dollar General has extended hours for all the husbands out there.
5 and below.
We 5 below. We can get it in. I see all you brothers out there. Then we can go next door and get a Chuck E. Cheese gift certificate for the
Stop
wives.
at the Wingstop.
Stop at the Wingstop.
But let me help you, men.
Correct.
Let me help you, men. I'm doing a special segment tomorrow just for the men because
for
I
men.
know just for men.
All right.
Because we know you don't know what to buy. Some of you may think that
Oh, when you said just for men, I thought you meant the spray-on hair stuff. You're just going to help us out.
no. Just some simple, good gift ideas.
Okay.
Moderately priced. The show is just for you to come and pick up some items
At 5 grand.
at 5 grand.
Tune in to the 5
And-
Grands Facebook page.
You can also, hey Jason, hey my Greek brother, hold that down. Listen, the website www.shop5grands.com.
5grands.com. All right. Check them out. Put it back up there one more time.
And
Tiffany.
remember to say religiously incorrect.
Yes, remember
Tiffany,
that.
say it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to walk in there and say it.
And they can find you on Facebook and Instagram.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
I'm loving it. She's all
Threads.
over it. Well, we'll go see y'all next week. We're going to have one more show for the end of the year, Lord willing. You want to do it next year? Next week or no? Is this it?
I don't know. We'll see.
I thought last week we said we was having one more.
Hold the line, people. Hold the line. They
We'll see.
deciding.
Listen, we'll
Look
figure
for
it
us.
out.
We might be there.
We'll figure it out. We'll have our own watch night service.
If we ain't there by 8:25.
Nah, 8:30.
Wait till 8:26.
Maybe 8:30.
I love it. Hey, man, enjoy the holiday season
Yes.
and enjoy your families. We love you all. Until next time, you saved a whole lot of marriages. You saved a whole lot of marriages. Tune in. We're going to be all right. Take care next week's Sunday night service or next year's, whichever comes first. Talk to you later.
Merry
Peace out.
Christmas.
Peace, yo.
Ho, ho, ho.